Sims 2. I'm Cheesy, and today we're going to take a look around North Lake Shores because this lovely neighborhood that I progressed so far in building is on its way to being very well corrupted because of mistakes that I made. And we're going to be recreating this at some point. But that is something you needn't worry about, dear viewer, because the game as of right now functions, but I have recently found that I've done some things that are very bad things and must therefore be corrected by transporting everyone to a new neighborhood. Also, there will be some interesting random occurrence scenarios that will be coming up in round 3 that will necessitate the entire rebuilding of infrastructure anyway, so makes sense. But right now I'm just showing you North Lake Shores, and we're having some lovely Sims 1 music going in the background, but hopefully not too loud so as to not distract you, but also so that we don't trigger copyright claims. Our round is currently on the Ferals, and I have posted about them on my Tumblr as well. And they are basically they're a rather expansive family, full of interesting people. They recently had to split up due to a random occurrence scenario that they rolled, which meant that the city had to reclaim their land, and they had 24 hours to move, and they were not compensated for the worth of their home. And it was very saddening, but ultimately I was impressed with the severity of the random occurrence scenario. This is the Delacroix households. I sincerely hope I pronounced that correctly. This is Amara Delacroix and Bernard, and they have 3 children, Peter, Melissa, and Alice. And they came from Champs-les-Sims, and yes, I realize there's no Champs-les-Sims for The Sims 2, but I figured, why would it just exist in The Sims 3, you know? If it's supposed to exist on a continuum, then supposedly it would exist here. Anyway, I digress. They are from Champs-les-Sims, and they came here, and they are neighbors to Bogart and Eva Feral, as well as Bellamy and Lydia Feral. And they're all one family, they're just not living in the same apartment units, because unfortunately their home here was reclaimed by the city, as I said before, which meant that they couldn't really purchase any of the plots. I mean, obviously they could afford them, but they wouldn't be able to build on them once they purchased them. So they were forced to simply get separate apartment units. My tongue, I apologize. Separate apartment units in the same building. So this is Bogart's, this is Eva, this is Kelsey, this is Alicia, and this is Bradley. Sometimes I pronounce Eva, and Eva, and it depends on my mood, I guess. She goes by both. And Bellamy and Lydia live together in their own apartment unit with their daughter, Katrina. And Katrina and Bogart are siblings, and they are the direct children of Lydia and Bellamy. Eva, again, it varies, is simply the in-law. So, she is currently still mooching off of her parents because, as you can see, she is a frolicking free spirit. And why her thing isn't there, I don't know. She is probably borked because I edited her file in SimPE to change the household name to something more specific, so it didn't just say Feral, and I thought maybe that would help me with family funds, because they do both have the same last name, but they're different households, and unfortunately it does not help me try to use household funds in a more effective manner, family funds rather. So family funds is still sort of borked. And so these are fine. These aspirations are fine. But for some reason, Kelsey comes before Alicia when it's usually in order of age, isn't it? I believe so. Like I said, this game is glitched to hell and back now. Pardon the French. So, we're not going to be here too long, but we are definitely going to set up shop in a hopefully nearly identical area. Just some more overviews. And now, to get to the main little centerpiece, we are going to be decorating Feral Subs, which is the new business. It has replaced their old business called Jokes on Us because they felt that it was not bringing in enough revenue, and they figured, we're close enough to the college, we're close enough to downtown, maybe we should shake things up, give them some sandwiches, they'll appreciate it more. So, they are working to become a more family-friendly establishment, and they're doing that by serving up some sandwiches. And we're going to help them do that by decorating their refurbished business. And here we are at Feral Subs. As you can see, I already put some things down, just some little cheaty objects I didn't want to forget. Also, the lot has been shrunken down very, very recently, and these doors are open because Bellamy was trying to run to a non-existent bathroom because I had this cheat object placed in here, and I was trying to make him run to the bathroom because he needs to pee. I don't have a bathroom that he can pee in, so he's just gonna have to hold it. It won't take long. So we're just gonna unpause, let those doors close. Yes, thank you. Let those doors close. So, let's get to it. Oh, that's lag. Okay, and so this is something that I want to fix because it wouldn't let me do it before. You know, if you use the lot adjuster to shrink a lot, it gets very angry if you have anything crossing this axis, so to speak. You can have things going this way up to the corner here, as you see there, but you can't have fences or walls going this way. You can only have floors do that, and that's why I put those floors here. But there are lots of tutorials online of how to use lot adjuster to create this type of look, so I will let you find those. And if you need help, I will go ahead and direct you to some good places that I used, because I am horrendous at giving instruction because I cannot stay on topic, as you may be able to tell. And now we're going to try and find the matching windows to this set, which is here, and this set is by Veronica, well, converted by Veronica, originally by Mutsky, and you can go ahead and see all that information right there. 720p, and I'm just gonna put that here maybe. I don't know what type of windows I would want, honestly, because I'm not sure what type of establishment it's gonna be. Is it gonna be very view centered, or is it going to be the more conservation of area the better? I'm not positive. It might be very view-centered. We're gonna have this little open sign. Arr. And this is a light. It comes, I don't like the way that looks though. Basically all the lights that I'm using have pretty similar origins. They're all made by the same person, and I'll go ahead and give you the name in just a second. This person did the neon alphabet, the little neon toucan, Sam over there, everything. And this person is now retired, but you can still get their stuff at modthesims.info, not modthesims2.com. Although I think if you type that in, it might redirect to modthesims.com, modthesims.info, but I'm not positive. So it's www.modthesims.info, and you'd probably be better off just Googling it. It is Vera neon alphabets, and in the comment thread that you will be linked to, there are links to several other light sets that he or she did, and that is where you will find the extension of the light/sign things. I hope that was helpful. I think what bothers me is the nail, because you'd never nail that into a window, but that works, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. A lot of what I use, I actually got the idea and or links to use from either the Jessa channel or Mara Sims. But I sort of tried to adapt it to my own gameplay, as you should. I mean, you should never really take things directly from other people's games, because their games tend to be different. Not necessarily better or worse, but different, you know? When you spend that much time customizing a game, it tends to be very personally... I can't think of the word. Basically, just ensure that it's what's best for your game and not just what you think is totally cool, because I've done that before. I've tried to be a part of the crowd or something. I'm not sure how to say it, but ultimately you're just going to want to have your game be yours and not someone else's. But what am I saying? What am I trying to say with this? Oh, yes. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I used a lot of stuff that they referred to in their own Let's Plays, and I adapted it to mine and my own gameplay. So that is where the business runs you, the business controller, by, the name escapes me, but it's on More Awesome Than You. And that is where I got the idea to get that from. But I don't use it like Jessa does, because I would never be able to remember where I put it if I just put it on the wall. I mean, she has impeccable memory. Or maybe I just have really terrible memory. I'm not sure which. But, yeah. So I simply just leave it right in front of the business sign, and it makes my life a little bit easier. Just telling you that to put it out there, you know, it's an idea. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. What am I... I'm trying to think of what my plans are for this lot. I think if I just start plunking down furniture, that should help. I have an ice cream machine. Would I want that here? Do I want ice cream here? Well, I guess if they're trying to make it more family friendly, nothing says family friendly like ice cream, right? don't think they're going to get the super fancy thing. I'm not sure what type of design they would want. I mean, I guess they wouldn't be incredibly modern or fancy. They wouldn't be like country kitchen either, so I guess that stove is sufficient. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing yet. Just no clue whatsoever. Maybe if I start putting down some tiling. Okay, so I know that I want a break room. I'm going to try to have a more regimented schedule as opposed to just cheating my employees into a good mood. I think I might want to try actually having shifts, since I have decided to try and eliminate as many careers as I can, you know, the base game careers that you leave your house to go to and blah 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 blah. And I would like to have a more connected neighborhood, like Mara Sims. As I was watching her Let's Play, I noticed that a lot of her Sims were employed by either themselves or other people in the neighborhood, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I decided I wanted to sort of adopt that method and apply it to my own neighborhood. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so with that comes more employable Sims, and then they can have shifts, and it can be a lot more realistic as opposed to them just working non-stop until closing time. Of course, this is going to also be a small mom and pop establishment, so it wouldn't need that many employees anyway. Not that many employees at one given interval. So I feel more comfortable doing that, as opposed to if I had a really busy, booming business. Sorry about all that zooming out. I'm just trying to edit the ceiling. Oh boy, this is making me a little bit nauseous, actually. Now, do I want the kitchen to be visible? I think I do. But I want it to be restricted access. Also, I'm sorry about the noise that my chair makes when I recline in it. I'm trying to sort of be mindful that you guys can hear that, because I noticed in my last Let's Play, again the unlisted one, that it was something that was very audible and something that can be very unnerving. So I apologize for that in advance, and please just know that I'm working on it. What on earth? What colors did I choose for the last one? Is this the same one? Probably not. Oh no, it's not. It's... okay. I see now. I see now. Sometimes the counters all look so similar to me, but I really like these counters. So far it looks nice, I think. And of course I'm going to want some sandwiches you can just buy to go. Pre-made sandwiches, pre-made foods. That's a fake food display by Windkeeper. I hope you guys saw that. If not, you can go ahead and rewind and then pause. Completely forgot to show you guys that. And then these recolors, I'm not sure who made them, but they're really great, and you can find a lot of recolors by simply Googling. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how I found these. But whoever made them, I apologize for not being able to name you right off the top of my head, and I do greatly appreciate the recolors that you made. They were recolored to go with the standard coffee shop. The standard coffee shop counters. And they do work very nicely with them. I can attest to that. Unfortunately, it's a little bit harder to get them to match with the counters that I'm using, but that's fine. They don't necessarily have to be all matchy-matchy. Like I said, we're just good old mom and pop. And we're back. So I did make some changes that were off screen simply because I figured it would be faster. These aren't even. What I did was I put in this little arch here that led to the ice cream, and I think I'm also going to put a nice little muted toned tile in there simply because I feel like it's ice cream, it's a family establishment, it's probably going to get a little bit messy, you know? So I'm thinking of something similar to what I did in the kitchen. Yeah, it would probably look better that way. And since this bathroom didn't turn out even, and by that I mean like I can't split it straight down the middle and have both rooms be the same size, I'm just going to make it a gender neutral door. So let me know in the comments how you feel about things are progressing so far. Any tips you might have, any warnings even. All very much appreciated. I'm just gonna go ahead and check the time. Oh, we are nearing time, guys. In fact, we are a little bit over time. These OMSPs are stackable, so I'm trying to get this on here, but it's not stacking. Darn. I don't want to use that one because it's very small. Anyway, I'll go ahead and end this here. As I said before, I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful night.